What we do here is go back.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Content Deputy. In today's video, we're going to be going over this clown's awful response video. Just like Idubbbz stated about Leafy back in the day, Idubbbz himself has now become a greasy little snake. Deceptive, hypocritical, manipulative, which we're going to get onto in this video. Ian, keep digging that hole, man.
The reason I didn't address any of this sooner is because I was terrified of jeopardizing the success of the event, because there are a lot more people involved in this than just Anissa and I.
Oh, don't worry about that, Ian. You already caused a lot of bad publicity and bad drama for the event before this video came out. You know, for kicking Froggy Fresh out for unfair reasons, and also other things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Yeah, don't worry about that, Ian. You already caused a lot of bad publicity for it before this video.
These are people that I really care about.
Ian, you really do care about your fighters, don't you? You really cared about that time when you got another opponent to fight Chris Raygun, who was not only bigger, but a lot stronger than him. Yeah, you really care about your fighters, don't you? You really care about their well-being and want them to be presented in a good light in your event, don't you?
I need to bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at as a person and as a content creator. My philosophy for a while was, well, people will figure it out through the videos I make. But the problem is the videos I make, I sort of avoid speaking from the heart. I'm just gonna focus on a thing, on a piece of content. I think I have bad associations with sharing my life.
Now, my friend, the philosophy of your old videos was, I'm gonna do something edgy and it will get me millions of views that will get me a lot of money. I'm also going to criticize other YouTubers and say a lot of edgy things and do a lot of edgy things with some good critical points in the video to get me millions of views. But the instant that me and my girlfriend are made fun of and criticized by not only my fans but also other people with good points and arguments, I'm going to shut all of them out because they don't understand me. They've never really seen the real me, what I was like behind the scenes.
I think a lot of the content I've made has been irresponsible and misguided. And I think I've hurt a lot of people with the content I've made. With some good can come a lot of bad. And I think I've done a lot of bad. And, at the bare minimum, I've just put a lot of negativity out there in the world.
He claims his old content was mainly negative, even though a lot of his old content, despite its outdated edginess, in my opinion, has a lot of good points in it, critical points, such as his Content Cop series, such as his Kickstarter crap videos, where he would criticize and make fun of people that did deserve it, like he is being now criticized, except he can't handle it well, even though he made fun of other people back in the day, like Leafy, like Ricegum, like Tanner, like Keemstar, all those people that he made a content cop on and responded very poorly, that he then criticized in his Content Deputy videos. Kind of ironic that he himself can't take jokes or criticism, especially about sex workers, which we're going to talk about in this video.
The main reason Froggy was kicked from the card was for collaborating with Sam Hyde. The one indication I gave him was Sam Hyde, and I wasn't unclear about that. If you look at my text exchange with Froggy, it's very clear that I didn't want to kick him from the card. I got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't want you working or training with Sam Hyde, but you're doing that, so all right, I'll look past it. I don't want you making content with Sam Hyde, but it seems like that's a real deal breaker for you, so I guess I'll look past it. It came to the point where I was like, can you postpone releasing content with Sam Hyde?
No, you see, the funny thing is, Ian, you weren't clear about why Froggy was being kicked from the event. You claimed that you were given hints that it was about Sam Hyde, even though in all of your phone conversations with him, which I'll include here, you're very cryptic about it. You don't outright say, hey, I don't think you should train with Sam. Or, hey, if you train with Sam, I'm kicking you out of the event. Like, you could have just said that, and Froggy would have not trained with Sam or might have voiced his concerns, but ultimately would have known the score. But instead, you remain very cryptic and you don't outright say why he shouldn't train with Sam. But I get the feeling it's because you got clowned on in your documentary and are still butthurt over it.
And for anyone who's been following the story, that's fairly obvious. Froggy has explained his side of the story multiple times, and unfortunately, he's been perpetuating a narrative that it's about OnlyFans or that it's about Anissa's mom, and that's extremely deceptive.
See, Ian is trying to spin this narrative that it was because Froggy Fresh trained with Sam Hyde that was ultimately the reason for him being kicked from the event. But at no point throughout his 20-minute video does he bring up the fact that Anissa's mum, Ian's mother-in-law, was borderline harassing and bullying Froggy Fresh on Twitter. And when Froggy Fresh responded to this in a fairly reasonable and not rude manner at all, Anissa's mum deleted her tweets and deleted her account, and then it was after this that Froggy was told via email, I believe, that he was being kicked from the event. Strange how you never bring this up in this video, Ian.
Anyone who's mentioning the fact that Harley trained with Sam Hyde for the year previous, that was before Sam was saying this about my wife.
I don't think so, Anissa. Bitch. Ho. Fucking Anissa. What an ugly piece of shit. But look how beat she is. Oh, nice jack-o'-lantern teeth.
That's like
I can't wait to see what she looks like when she's 32.
Ah, Ian, I see you graduated from the school of taking clips out of context to prove your own narrative. Classic manipulation move, my friend. He uses one where it seems that Sam is just outright insulting and being incredibly rude to his girlfriend, even though he doesn't include the full context of the clip, which is this.
Anissa's family hits me up. Her family, I've been hit up by her family members talking about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that say about you and how up you are? They said that you used your Alzheimer's father as a dramatic prop. That's what Creator Clash 1 was for. It was for Alzheimer's or something like that. One of your own family members hit me up and said you don't care that much about your father and that your father you have like a strained relationship or something.
For anyone who's under the impression that Froggy has been reasonable and chill and respectful through this whole process, he hasn't been. He's been a piece of shit. I'm not happy with how he's behaved. He's talked mad shit about me.
Ian doesn't want people who are bigger and more talented than him upstaging him. That's what it is.
Anissa.
Ian's masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
Participants of the event.
This is really a lot of weird, tender, soft people. Creator Clash people are real these type of people. You know what I mean?
You see, the problem with these clips, Idubbbz, is that these were taken after Froggy Fresh was kicked from the event. So is it any wonder why he seems to be not happy at all with you or Anissa? Is there any reason why he wouldn't be saying bad things about you and Anissa? Because this was after the event, not before it.
I don't think Froggy respects sex workers. I think he has some really old, tired opinions about people who do sex work.
When did Froggy Fresh ever say he hated sex workers, Idubbbz?
Talk more about how sex workers are property. That's a funny joke. It was super funny the third time that you referred to women as property. That was the funniest one. Because when you said lease, I was like, yeah, I know what a lease is.
Well, here you go, Ian. This trophy's for you. This trophy says that to Ian, for all the amazing work that you've done to stop and end sexism and to stop and end blatant hatred towards sex workers. This is for you, my friend. Here, please take it. Put it on that shelf with your girlfriend's sex toys as well, would you?
Even if you didn't do any of the Sam Hyde stuff, why would we want you at our event? If you're just gonna blatantly disrespect sex workers and women and other fighters saying that they're here to touch e-thoughts, it is so disrespectful and shitty. I don't want to share the space with you. Also, harassment encompasses all the little loopholes, all right? You can't just then refer to me as a goblin and be like, I didn't say his name. I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about a goblin. That's not acceptable.
Again, it's hilarious, it's ironic, and it's sad that out of everybody, Idubbbz is claiming that people are harassing him and his girlfriend, even though back in the day, Idubbbz was making fun of people like Leafy by having people throw stuff at that board, you know, for Leafy's chin in his Content Cop video. He also made fun of Keemstar, comparing him to a gnome. He also made fun of Rice Gum and using racial slurs in that video as well. It's so hilarious that he can't take criticism. He can't take a joke. Ian, all Froggy said was that if he lost to Chris Raygun, he would subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. That's it. You know, he didn't insult Anissa. He didn't insult you. He didn't insult Anissa's mum. All he said was that he would subscribe to your girlfriend's business. A business that you and your girlfriend are meant to be happy with, are meant to be comfortable with. Except you're not comfortable with it, and you are very sensitive about it. So it's no wonder that people are making fun of you for it. Alright, that wraps it up for this video. Thank you for tuning into this Content Deputy. I'm hoping that this will be the last time we have to talk about this snake, but something tells me it's not. And I'd like to apologise that I wasn't able to get the 1,000 subscriber special up in time. Unfortunately, due to this snake and his clown response, this had to come first. But don't worry, I'm still going to be doing 1,000 squats for you. That'll be the next upload. If you'd like a full breakdown video of comparing old Idubbbz to the new Idubbbz, you can check out my Content Cop on him. Also check out my bad unboxing on Anissa. She blatantly deserves the criticism that comes her way. Again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for future content.